Masalit Collection has opened in Lira City with a bang. With up to 20% discount on every purchase of school uniforms, you can now enjoy the best offer ever. For school uniforms, we have for nursery classes, primary, secondary, and institutions. Masalit Collection also deals in gowns, suits, embroidery, branding, school sweaters, and t-shirts, among others. All these come in cotton checks, gentleman, cotton PV, mini-mat checks, nylon, poplin, and polyester materials. Masalit Collection is located in room F96, Clement Grand Mall in Lira City. Simply make your entrance at Clement Grand Mall, turn left and climb the stairs opposite Absa Bank and walk straight to the end. For orders, call 0771 170 8260 or 0705 519 190. Masalit Collection. Smart schools, smart generation.
Are we ready to win? It's the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Everyone wins. Go, go, go! School fees, one!
Kirema dagatala duong Romo managing ge ai jin makamege kidong be je mo pol man bino the dakiye kan waneno de cut 8 nyo kireme gengo kon mabino ge wako is it worrying them machalo lira regional referral but gina pirate ko bino neno kireme lokom ai jin hello Foiche hello
Mandu we come more like you ba.
Agamo ba yesi ni o.
Ba di we re ka buke ba.
E mana o dirwe.
Ai di da.
Ana ta minu do iri carro ko de pala meri we.
Ke ni. Ko ro ka ke ke. Ai iri carro ana ko iri carro.
Eto carro yin pe pot ba.
Ami carro yi ko bor. Ai bor ko ka bi o ko.
Meta mu.
Ero ka daki.
Apoi.
Don't get a wire. You know why that kid? Mara, you've been here. I don't see that without them all. We can just go. You're supposed to be Mara. You're just a little bit. You became Mara. You became Mara. You became Mara. You got to be right?
Nino initilo parable. Foyo matek meno antia wa jo pegi gamo ka la wuko goyo ero do wan putting e goyo chima nga timi ero goyo chi gamo chim e goyo chawa di hello QFM akonen ngato kene hello
Hey, listen. If you're on fire.
Be.
Na waya.
Man nga.
I'm ready. This guy is Murphy.
Kebe dua ni kong?
I think guy is Murphy.
Api.
Yes.
I'm gonna wire.
Yes.
You're more kind of thing I love you. We take it easy. Look down. We will make your from Mata from Lobby after the Lupa. You know, your mouth, you will be in the wire.
Okay.
You don't know that in Mata. I'll give Lupa. None of the Skeleton come and in a war all the time, will be done back with your dear Langer at the park. In the wire.
Okay. For you. Right, mano dong kelo wani gikime the morning vex me kudiku nila na matini ni chiario wando bino neno jemo kene machalo updates ofoye in my beri kar me go chimi ni wa ngomano tika wao I nyugine no ni peti mabe tutwal mino wano kelo botin Monday to Friday chao makiti ni wak dong ubino dugu ki updates mogu matie iwe mecha nyujime matia time ibut lobo mirenge mano futpia wachero topical discussion maka maigwa matini no kiti winya wali kere wabino bedo ke the principal administrator meno Mr. Peter Okelo Odeke ma meno me lira regional referral hospital ma en bino mini wa jime mogo malupe kilokom leo meka bedo me dakatala duong kita genti ka maintaining kede hidongeno kena mabe bino ke we mecha kakanda radio kacha wane romo wano bino bedo kar me yabo chimkone mano yantiga kan wakanywa karachel kede.
Have you packed Morvin's Harbor Jelly or fog?
Yes, we packed.
It will protect your skin from skin rashes.
Morvin's pack.
It is a new improved Morvin's Harbor Jelly. So soft and smooth.
It is a Morvin's Harbor Jelly.
Tell me, kids, the scent. Any irritations? No more rashes and irritations. Movit Harbor Jelly and Harbor Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Movit all day confidence.
Step into the future with Airtel's 5G broadband router. Now, with unlimited 5G bundles for limitless connections. Whether it's
you Yite Twolo makilone Yite Twolo meno morning talk ba we mecha madit ni matini yudiko tia nyurune meno government onyo government tia neno ni miro giden chente mo meneno kireme kiramo wilo kere meno electricity company makilone umeme ke neno cabinet chabit mo karo nyo last week eche ukiko gino katikere green light nyo lok maleng tutwal ni gibino neno neke wilo meme welme billion mia beyer la win radio this service provider makilone umeme limited gin kono mano mwaka maka megi maro piare we beach peo oria gikine kirema tit maka megi wan waneno ni cha His Excellency Yoweri Museveni Kaguta okera ate ya gikine do inoni malupe kere energy sources gemiro ni chente maromo billion mia chel kipiera bor we are tona beach no miro getima proving meneno ni kitiu kere me wilo ento inuni remember me parliament tia neno kire me ketone iwi mecha meneno kita geromo deno chente kibod dul mano me stand big bang before the parliament today nyim parliament tinene itia neno kid magiromo nywako kiloke kinong leme frank medo kere ominwa Ambrose. Now, mapat ki enoni Putin chika kobone United States of America gen kere Russia furgiti neno kiremeti ma green me keto meno lok ma nyo lweny matia time ikin Ukraine kachiel kere Russia ne ya gikine kama gitia neno peace talk kama inoni US gin biro neno nga kar marao bedo me keto riutal unyo bedo ka sharing peace talk menene gi riutal ikom lweny me ma Russia kachiel kere Ukraine tia lweny matek at least watia neno Putin tia katiki statement moma olo Ramo bedo ginagwa kanyime Ramo bedo tie for all this time. So meno weng tikin jemi matia kati eka Uganda kan wana neno la war ne la dit Chaglani karachel ki jomo kene waneno jomatiru kunjiri political leaders etia bino karachel meneno ne gini dore nyoginyuru chwe chwingi kungin kok ni miro kineni ke kwanyo Dr. Kiza Besejero ke jela ke chwalo weke unong treatment unong ni chao mano chake nino aria dek ma pilu tia kate ni meno condition pa Dr. Kiza Beseje petia bere mabere twal ni chake ma eno chak nyuto jemu maka mege pa mecham man weng tikin jeme matia kati inino matini la wing radio mena iwi madao mano watikere iwi mecha mano watamu ne mire inibedi karo mengeone
tinya liya de kunyo bero nan fat boy our media colleague
yes
and were on X handle mere formerly Twitter tachoyo ni kado tieni beseje tia kumeta da pen pa nango kado eni yechem to ko bune karka indo pe chamo dek doctor ngayo ngo ni ko bini en tia mede nyepetia mede jo tia chwale. But in all this, yeah, I appreciate the concern, especially from western part of the country. Jamano chokre pasa basically they feel ni aditi pedika na yacht. Ento pay bedo yacht. Pian me achel, this is a legal issue. But you check don't ye. Supreme Court okatoke rengola mere. Okobani nene jiota pidi imkota moy kunubele gine rea nyo civilian. Duwa ko pidigi ikota rea. Rombedo magistrate court, rombedo high court, and so on and so on. So peo kobani going Dr. Kiza Besigye, which means name Besigye put them medicate pide. Ento gire I chun me dano miteni he has a right menungo coin me chao monodi penchik. No one can deny him. As of Bobby Wine, I'm not surprised that the team leader of NUP has come on board, me advocating Nigoing Dr. Kiza Besigye, because in all this equation, Tieni, the most popular person right now in Uganda, perhaps after Mohozi, over Dr. Kiza Besigye, because everybody is talking about him, the US is talking about him, every embassy is talking about him. So, Bobby Wine being a politician, you have a Besigye, Tia Wodmalu, man up. So what do? You have to come on board, whether to show solidarity from your heart, but also politically, you must be relevant. But at the end of the day, I don't think it will yield fruits, because I know walk to work and so on and so on and so on, it has never yielded fruit. So I think at the end of the day, what must happen basically must have a right, men will coin, it's very fundamental. Number two, the judiciary should come on board to expeditiously check case of Besigye before a competent court of law. I'm a very much civilian. That's what I would say anyway.
Aporo case of Dr. Kiza Besigye, Keredano ame chupor yinam, ame penge odo nkwang, nyodo loko. Ngatoke ken na mero bole tol. Ngatoke ken na mero biruche ekere dege. Ngatoke ken na ramu ringwa menutia kwang. Ngatoke ken na mero ringu kere speedboat. Ginoke ken na medano moro timo mekonye. Pe ane ni ramu kwero. Rome ka initi yibur. Ngatoke te beo. Akare nu itoje runu kera woro te koni. Aworo wano toje keri. Tini ni aname tukwenye kwa yibur. Iramu koni in kara. Kwa hatoa kan. So Dr. Besigye needs all the help he can get, all the support he can get, especially in Muhammad pobero Muhammad beru in conditions no. Dr. Besigye is a bona fide citizen of this country, and beru danamo serving uti chatek I lobo Uganda kan. Donc politically romo bedi tele mogo beratie but mir kong nen fundamental human rights ameti enshrined in our constitution amemio fair hearing beratie mir tere kaka na opore ame ugazeti ngamongeni kodi yeno romo winyu koperye mir neni komedang chia yot tidang kere twero me chamo dek ame yie chamito tidang kere twero me jomere tunu borre kere lawyers ere tunu borre kore manduchu mir yabdo gola mere ame kare pidu mera mede na hawene neni fundamental human rights pe otoro.
Yeah.
Right. Lawin radio meno kere meno waro yue ka dugu chiwa mete kere the morning talk back Yite Twolo.
Baking when you Yite Twolo morning update. Better take a chunk on our jump.
Are we ready to win? It's the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Everyone wins. Go, go, go! School fees won! Gata won! Love always wins. Easter happiness all around. Challenging section coming up. Grand prize won.
Revisha and win big with the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Open or deposit into a KCB Gold Savings account and stand a chance to win. Revisha and feel the roar.
You know those friends who never flake on you? They hold you tight and allow you to shine?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
honey, you've never had a friend like Move It Styling Gel. Keep your hair laid and slayed all day, darling.
Wow! Move It Styling Gel for manageable, flake-free, stronghold, shiny hair days. Available in all supermarkets, cosmetic shops, and salons near you. Move It. All day confidence.
Real friends are always there for you. Share all the good times together. Never give up on you. Always there through and through. Yeah. We all need that one party, that friend we're happy. You can count on every day. Your party of life. Aquafina, your party of life. Oh, yeah. Your party of life. Oh, party of life. Oh, yeah.
Stay hydrated always with Aquafina Premium Drinking Water from the makers of Pepsi. Aquafina, your paddy of life.
It's more very car meme ya T-Bot in Lawn Radio. Yes, kudikuni kita wawaje kere ya chaka ne wabinu beroke Principal Administrator Meno Mr. Peter Okelo Odeke ma enbino menewa some of the sensitization concerning the hospital hygiene and other things that we are going to actually the concern that always comes from you as the beneficiaries me dakatala duong tika kaini mene ni oruto eno dakije mukene malupe kere lokom kitma joma pol gino ke coin me yorkom ke dakatala duong tutwale malupe kere leo onyokita waramo maintaining ke hygiene meno idakatala duong onyolira regional referral hospital kita watia nene kere chawa tima dong tia chero miro at least Joel and studio kakaini ka and bino this will be more of sensitization concerning our hygienes because regional referral hospital it is one of the places where we normally get treatment and it is always very important that we should find when it is clean onyokano tima lea dada Mr. Peter Okelo Okao, you are most welcome. You are welcome to the show. It is great to have you in the studio this morning. We have invited you here to at least respond to some of the concern coming from Regional Referral Hospital pertaining the hygienes. Now, we are giving you this opportunity so that you sensitize the community on how we can contribute about our hygiene, how we can maintain the hygiene in the Regional Referral Hospital, because there was concern last week that people are at least giving some little contribution as far as our hospital is concerned. In the studio, I'm not alone. I'm called Regina Lalam. I have my colleagues in the studio, Frank Gol Oyugi, together with Ambrose Angora. You are most welcome. So introduce themselves before we continue with our show.
And you have already introduced us.
But you can also confirm.
You have introduced us.
Yes.
My name is Ambrose Angora. Here, I am the bishop, the spiritual leader of this institution. I make sure all these people are prepared to go to heaven. Wow. So it's a pleasure to have you, sir. Why not?
All right. Thank you so much, Jay and Ambrose. Earlier, before you came in, Ambrose was telling me that when you say yoga swam, it means Apollo teach. Thank you for the great work you're doing at the referral hospital. I think about 3 months ago, I was privileged to be among journalists who participated in a transnational walk. We took us through the new lab and other establishments. I want to appreciate you for coming in to our studios this morning, and we hope to have a fruitful discussion as far as regular referral hospital is concerned. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Maybe you get another microphone. Okay, first try that one.
Okay, thank you very much, QM team. I mean Q.
No,
FM
that
team.
mic is not working.
Madam Regina, Frank, and Dan.
Yeah, maybe doctor, let's first go for commercial break. Then when we come back, you will start from there immediately.
Sure.
Have you packed more of it harbor jelly and harbor soap?
Yes, we packed.
It will protect your skin from skin rashes.
Move it back.
It is a new improved Movit harbor jelly, so soft and smooth.
It is a Movit harbor jelly.
Tell me, kids, the scent. Any irritations? No more rashes and irritations. Movit Harbor Jelly and Harbor Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Movit all day confidence.
Are we ready to win? It's the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Everyone wins. Go, go, go! School fees won! Gata won! Love always wins. Easter happiness all around. Challenging section coming up. Grand prize won.
Revisha and win big with the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Open or deposit into a KCB Gold Savings account and stand a chance to win. Revisha and feel the roar.
box telling that you're going to ground it.
The mic.
Yeah, thank you very much, team, Regina, Frank, and Ambrose. I'm happy that you've been able to give me some bit of this airtime to be able to share with you, the media, and the community issues relating to hygiene in the regional hospital. First and foremost, my name's once more Peter Okelo Deke, the Principal Hospital Administrator, and the person who heads finance and administration in the hospital, where support services fall. I want to mention categorically first that if you go to a hospital healthy, what we would want to see is you come out healthy, not entering the hospital healthy and you walk out sick. And I believe this summarizes almost the entire thing we call sanitation in the hospital, because that is the ultimate game. So looking at the positioning of the hospital, I would first want to say, you will appreciate that a hospital is one place where people go to seek for health services. People go to seek for information. There are others who come to visit, others come to research. So in a hospital, we receive a cross-section of people. And in it, it's the responsibility of the hospital management to ensure that hygiene in the hospital, when people come, they should be able to appreciate that, yes, the place is clean, is well kept, and is welcoming. Not a situation where when people reach the hospital, they begin saying, hey, now what's happening with this hospital? Which will be another story that will come out, that is their management in really this hospital. I believe ordinarily, when a place is not clean, it is not attractive to anybody. Even you yourself here, if you don't make this place attractive, you'll find when people come, they say, but this QFM place looks like there is a way it is. And probably, either I'll come back or not come back. But nonetheless, a hospital does so many things. Say, if you went to theater and found it dirty, that alone is potential infection to the patient who go through. In the wards, you know, we admit many people. And if we don't keep good hygiene in terms of hand washing, in terms of cleaning the floor, in terms of toilet cleanness, you'd find the whole place is just a mess. And this is something I would like to share with the community, that this is our shared role in whatever. I want to mention that government has invested a lot of resources, both financial, human, and other resources, in our hospital in order to provide quality services, quality health services to our community, and to ensure that our community becomes a healthier, and a healthy community, or healthy people, or when somebody is healthy, then that person is productive. And if this person is productive, then he becomes economically what? Stable. And this is something that we look at in the hospital. I would like to take it through that the hospital area is our concern. Right from outside in the fence and inside, then into the wards. Now, specifically, I want to reflect on the issue that was coming up relating to some contribution by the community in terms of a charge in especially the outpatients department. First, before I get to that, I would like to say, on average daily in the outpatients department of Lira Regional Hospital, we receive on average of about 400 people.
Okay.
This is the outpatients department, the place you see, leave alone the inpatients. Fortunately enough, at least we're able to distinguish between these two. Outpatient, where there is the lab, and then that area. Over 400 people are received on a daily basis. These people definitely come from various localities. Some are from town, others from villages, and others are from total villages where they could have not interacted with the kind of facilities. When they even see a storage building, they look at it and then you see, yes, this person is really new. Now, two things that I want to bring out clearly are that in this facility, we don't have pit latrines like we have in the village. The kind of toilets that we have there are waterborne toilets. Now, when I talk of waterborne, it means these are toilets where the feces do not drop just down ordinarily and decompose, but the whole matter is washed down and delivered to the main sewer system that we know under National Water and Sewage Corporation. Now, a waterborne facility or toilet requires, the moment you deposit anything, you should have water clean it up. But there is the other important aspect of it, that you, the person who has visited that toilet, needs to clean yourself with some material which is able to decompose or to dissolve straight away. So usually what would be best to be used is what we call a toilet what? Paper. Now, for this kind of toilet, if it is not a toilet paper or a paper that gets what? Dissolved, then it will mean if you introduce any other material that is not capable of dissolving, then it will cause a blockage in the system. I first want us to appreciate that. That in order to allow normal flow of the matter and to avoid any blockage in the system, you require something which is soft and that can easily dissolve in water, and there should be water. And I want to say that facility has enough water. But the problem we get is, since people come from various backgrounds, there are some who are not used, who even don't know toilet paper. And there are those who are not used to, like even here, if I asked you now, my brother, do you have a toilet paper in your pocket? Say that if you visited some facility, you are safe. Good. Usually I know ladies can have, but in general, yes, that is at least a sign. But I will tell you, if you went to the hospital and asked how many of you have a piece, such that if you want to pee or help yourself, I tell you, it might not be out of 100. It may not be. Anyway, let's allow that. Now, what happens in order to keep this facility well? Just like I give a comparison, in our homes, we have toilets, and those are pit what? Latrines. I say at 6, they will go with the conveyor and pick them, take them to sell. So you need somebody to be there, to be looking at, to ensure that they are there. The other thing is, now, it's 400 people. Some of them do not know how to use the toilet properly. So there is need for somebody to keep monitoring, to ensure that after somebody has used the facility, she pours or they pour some water to clean it up. And then, certainly, to ensure that we prevent use of, these other materials that may block the system. So in the hospital setting, these are things that we try to avoid. Before I make a comment there, I would say, to be honest, has injected a lot of resources in such a building. If they are not well managed, definitely you'll see that there will be high costs in maintenance. For example, if the sewage got stuck, the plumbing system from a storage building somewhere in the middle, what does it take for you to open? Say somebody has put a stone or these, maize cobs, or, Then the other thing is, you'd go, because somebody does not have a toilet paper. Now, after finishing to do things, you've seen in most of these public toilets, you find like people have written on the wall, I don't know what color, what bueno that one is used. But you just go, you even fear. Others just stand the back and clean. Now, is that something you'd really expect to see and want to see in the hospital? As management, I think that is not it. So that is why we came in, just like if you went to the city, in the market, there is no toilet. Pit a toilet paper. And then that's why you see that we have managed to keep the toilets in the hospital clean as you saw them. You will not get the smell. The good thing is there is water flowing. In addition, we actually even installed 2 submersible pumps to boost up the National Water and Sewage Corporation water in the hospital. So the flow of water is actually good, and this is what we maintain. So that's why we agreed as top management to say, let's have somebody who helps us to direct patients and to support them with toilet paper and be able to pour water at a cost of 100 shillings. 100, not 300, not 500. The cost, you can even advise me that maybe 100 is so small or otherwise, but it is 100 what? Shillings. And this person sits there to support the system. However, it is not cast on stone that if, say, like a child wants to help him or herself, it is by force that no, you cannot do it because you don't have the 100. If, say, like a very sick person, or if somebody says, I right now don't have a coin, it's not that this person will be chased away and cannot be helped. We allow in and we encourage that no support, but those who are able to pay, help in enabling you get the what you use for your maintenance and also for buying the toilet paper and other the related services. So that is what is happening. Interestingly, this thing just has seemed to come out of late because it had been running all through and we're not getting any complaints. Instead, people were appreciating that at least now you have where to go, it is clean, and there is somebody to guide you. And through that system, we have been able to maintain good hygiene, especially where there is heavy traffic in the hospital, and that's outpatients department. For the inpatients, those ones are regulated. It is easier. Sometimes even like a mother can be told, come with a toilet paper or an attendant, something like that. Or there is some that is available. There is an argument people put that, but the hospital is given money, so we should be able to procure toilet paper. Let me tell you, if we go to the level of providing solid toilet paper in outpatients department for over 400 people, where will that money be? When we're already complaining and we know that the allocation for medicines is small. The buildings we are on are buildings of 1928. You get me? The way they are structured and the way they are spread, it's all not an easy thing. Okay. So I just would like to say to our community that this is not like
now,
a tax.
Mr. Peter, for the meantime, let's go for commercial break. When we come back, we shall be engaging you on certain things. Like, for example, there was an issue coming out that some people have been contracted to manage the listeners about that. And then there is concern of the variation of the amount being paid there. Maybe you will clear the air about that issue. That will be briefly from my side. As we come back, my colleagues will also raise their concern.
And maybe Piawin Radio, would you discuss in Kofu, America to Mokerika Peter Mokaro, ni Kop Mechur Lopi toilet, me Dakala Duom, Tia Yello. Jo kan mere wurle maro kan tuta chiel endu adwong pita ye kan tia kuduni utima manopien woko nube yot me chiel tiu kere pi me ario to pe para mite so tamo ni ukedi wonu chili ni chiel ke ken ame kai ni chulo wi ko ko da hatal me de kere kwoko ti dang jo mo chura jo kana pe ti to be so kauli le ti jo wuro jwa o ye pi dang ti kanu so en ngom yu kem be chili ni chiel me ko manu okoni outpatient no to a romo jo mi angwentwal nino so man number did utamni get chuna nok ya weki kon ko da hradung so to tamni te panish u pe tamni ke chirinya chef but supporting u ni kala tiri men baro eta ngi pe tiara gire.
Yeah, that is the summary, ma Frank Omeo. We pe inano meteno inge kidongwana cha kawne mero chere iwe ma che kawadu ke iwe Chiwanyang katiene chilling mia chiel onyo makaro eka pober ginarach bero chik ye even penjo polo bero penyo karmo karangej ni private wing ngo ento ke neno the policy ye ni iro bero private wings and chene magi cholo tieni metiu tich mokena ento kawa neno man ni tieni agreement mo tini jo motia managing nyope ma anapenyo kawadugu en bino metike kenyo nyo dakatala duong inte managing gini komgi.
Have you packed more with harbor jelly and harbor fog?
Yes, we packed.
It will protect your skin from skin rashes.
Move it back.
It is a new improved Morbid Harbor Jelly. So soft and smooth.
It is a Morbid Harbor Jelly.
Tell me, kids, the sense. Any irritations? No more rashes and irritations. Movit Harbor Jelly and Harbor Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Movit all day confidence.
Piri kire MTN Cola Tunes. Pichili mia biro kiken weg jo agwe chim weri jawa dushu ka ogoyi gini chim. Logging in my MTN app. Year Cola Tunes. Year search tunes. Ite search mode year search by artist kai yero kire nyia wer. Unyo search by tune name kai yero kire nying wer. Ket nyia wer unyo nying wer. Di kano choni by upimer kede where year category unyo cola unyo special ibiru no message amoni iwilo Cola tune yot ni amanono.
Step into the future with Airtel's 5G broadband router. Now, with unlimited 5G bundles for limitless connections. Whether it's 8K streaming, seamless...
Before we went for commercial break, I raised a concern here that there was a variation complaint from the beneficiaries that the money they are paying, it is ranging between 100 shillings to 1,000 shillings. And then the issue about contracting some companies to manage the hygiene. Maybe you respond.
Thank you very much, Regina. I really want to say the issue, we need to look at it a bit seriously.
Yes.
I cannot deny, because you know, there are very many unscrupulous people in the hospital who would want to fail a system. I just want to share with you an issue. That because there has been improved services in the hospital, the clinics and the drug shops in town are losing a bit of business. And that is not very easy for them. Really? Yes, because people now come to seek for services in the hospital. Wow. That's why I tell you that in outpatients alone, we serve like over 400 patients. That is a big number. It shows you that if the services in the hospital were not really good and people were not liking them, would they go there? Certainly no. Now, what happened and what we discovered was some of these clinics and then drug shops now have employed, I put in quotes, people to divert patients from the hospital. They come either as attendants pretending, or some of them say they are patients, others just stand by the gate. When they see a patient or somebody coming, maybe on a border, they stop them and say, hey, what are you coming for? Say, I'm coming for, say, laboratory, or no. The machines here are spoiled. Oh, there are no staff to handle you. Oh, you get what I'm meaning?
Yes, yeah.
So, but let me show you where you can go. And they direct the patient direct to a particular what? Place that you go. Because when they do that, then they get a commission.
Okay.
Have you understood me?
Yes, yes.
So that's what I'm saying. The issue of these varied charges also, we have to look at it. Because there are people who see something good, but then they want to make it look like
that one
it's
you
bad.
can call it express, eh?
Express over extortion or what. So you find straight the unknowing person that now I've come, but then when they tell me that the machine is spoiled, now let me go.
Okay.
Yet the machine, yet the equipment, yet the staff are there. But because of this, I think a month ago, I got information, then I arrested over 20 people. If you heard, we on the radio again talking about it. Really? People who are being paid to divert patients. Yes. I think it was either Radio Lang or something, but it happened. Now, we're looking at the number, and they testified. I took some of them, the radio people, to interview them, and they were able to pick. They testified that, yes, we are paid to come and divert patients, and whichever patient you take, you get a what? A commission. And this is the practice.
What happened to medical ethics?
And now medical ethics are among the people who are health practitioners. Yes, they do exist. But where have they gone? People now do business in any unscrupulous way. You've seen where people do fake medicines. You see like an aspirin, but inside is something else. You see like a chewing gum, but you see people extorting a real health worker. So it is, I don't know what has happened, but you can see this, the health training institutions, the kind of people now that are produced. You just see that everything is confused. People are basically looking at money. Leave alone that, I'm just saying. So you will find some of these varied payments could actually even be done by some of these people. Somebody says, for you to enter the toilet, pay 1,000. But us as management, with the persons locally that we have put there, the charge is 100 shillings. And that is it. And we're actually now getting back also to understand how is it coming that people are paying. But even you also, ordinarily, you pay 1,000 for a piece of toilet paper, not a whole. When a whole toilet paper is about what? I mean, it is something you have to be, you should even question. You say, how does it become 1,000? But 100 is something because you get a smaller roll that you are able to go and help yourself with. But like I'm saying, there are many unscrupulous people who could be doing this to make the public image of the hospital bad and to make the practice go beyond its purpose. But the purpose of this is not to deny people access to toilets by having a charge. And we're going to get to that later. If we get somebody who is doing this, I bet you, I will call on you, so that you become a testimony to see what people do. But I want the public also to be aware and to hear that getting somebody who is seated there to support you access the toilet and have a toilet paper to help you and support us see that no breakage occurs is really a good move. As you come to the hospital, just like you begin moving, you should always be knowing that there should be a coin in your pocket for transport in the first case. Sometimes they say you can easily knock somebody's something nyanya on the road, and the fellow tells you now you should have something to pay, not to say why did you bring the nyanya on the road. That kind of consciousness. But I really want to call upon the public that this is all a shared responsibility.
Yes.
This is our facility. We all have the responsibility to keep it good for us to use, not to have a situation where government has put in resources and then tomorrow it becomes a facility that people are not using. Then what is the use?
No, okay, doctor, maybe we are left with 2 minutes to enter into another hour. That is when we shall be able to give my colleagues opportunity to also share what they have with you. But also, how can you affirm that the people you have entrusted to guide the community are doing the right thing? Because according to the video clips, which was within the hospital, was showing us something different, exchange of money at a cost of 1,000, but they were within the hospital premises.
Madam,
How are you monitoring these people?
Madam Regina,
yes.
What I can say, like I've explained, that in such scenarios, they are scrupulous people who can do anything. Even those videos, don't even get surprised that the persons who are handling the situation could have been this, because they want to discredit and have a bad public image about the hospital. But internally, we do supervision. I'm not alone. We are a whole team. We have the nurses, we have the administrative staff, and my colleagues. And we move around to see. First, we also have to check that really the toilets are clean. That's why we maintain this locally contracted person. Okay. And then also, generally, we've put our numbers on the walls. Say that if there is something, a concern, somebody calls. Some people call. That's a good feedback. That there is this and this, what do we do? And that alerts that. Even like I'm on the radio now, if I got called, I will be able to send somebody quietly. I will tell you, like there were a lot of thefts, like for motorcycles in that hospital. Because somebody comes, parks, but so what did we have to do? We had to gazette a place. If you went, now you know it. There is where you go, park your motorcycle, there is somebody who is charging 500 shillings for keeping the motorcycle. And then after that, when you are done, you go, you get back your motorcycle and and thefts have gone down.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of thing we have tried to institute. Just like you see that we are causing limitation of access. Now, the main gate will remain for administration. Then we are doing a gate at the Tesoba Road so that it is easier, to monitor and control. Those are some of the interventions we are doing to see that the systems within the hospital are streamlined.
Right.
But we do close supervision to ensure. But like I'm telling you, a human being is a human being.
Yeah,
can do anything, however tight you are.
Right, let's go for time check. After the time check, I'll give opportunity to my colleagues before we receive phone calls, because we need to get you.
The time check on 94.3 QFM is brought to you by
KCB Bank.
It will protect your skin.
It is 9 a.m.
Dial *244# to open an account. Get your KCB account within minutes, anytime, anywhere. KCB Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda of up to 10 million shillings.
No more rashes and
KCB
irritations.
Bank. For
Movit Herbal
people,
Jelly and
for
Herbal
better.
Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Okay, Constantine Madid Lawin Radio, Lepma, Wila ne, Hangeni Pejo, Dujutie, Kangeone, Metaphor Ambrose, to raising. Kiwi, Watikere, Principal Administrator, Meno, Mr. Peter Okelo Odeke, ma wanotia nywako kachil kan kirema kitika gwako kileo me dakatala duong nyo ariat maduong ariat madit me lira anabedo kikar me penyo eno wachi chiente magetia cholo ne chichiling mia chela chel wek ili chere enong ko ide nyo madit ento obedo ka penyo kan ni chiente ni chamo kene dano tia cholo papat jomo kena cholo mia chel jomo kena cholo mia bich eneno kena tia cholo no chilling aliba chel beda temo penyo ni ti video moma beda circulating maneno kita ke lako balance bot ngato no chero kana kony me konye otiat aduong mano peti ka total eno way ni lwen mo tia bedo tie idakata la duong ti jomogo ma gindore go kati me gamo chente mano pe ngech padakata la duong me ballo nying oriat maduong me lera onyo regional referral hospital eka wajani gini kero jomogo me konyo neno ni oriat bedo maleng dano cholo pe chene matitidi meno the services me cheroka konye ento gina eno way ni pire tek pini jomogo tigi wila kono Chalo toilet paper pi magi kero wek or yaro beda leng no miro at least ki chul pire ki dong karne or yata duong nyo dakata la duong tima leng pe ngoma pe gina gini kero matia time kono eka way ni gimako jomogo mano tiu ki chunya chol me balo image Padaka tala duong malupe ki lokom cholo jem mo matitieno enoni meno ki wiye wore waramo meto kidong na waje ni kawa neno time check obiro dugo ye kany kama Ambrose Angora medo kele Frank Golo Yugi biro katiki neno makamegi rombe la peny rombe tam onyo observation ofoyo. Yeah, I was trying to at least make the local people know what we were discussing here.
Services to improving attack material, so your can in clinics in Mogoni, which I can done going here to look in a jaw, I'm a kind of war, maybe team of Pimakan, become yard can, so one of their team, so company, Luandan T. Comgi, services to improving the faro, now we clinics, Tia Luandai Comgi. All right, where I would put Ambrose.
Yeah.
It's a win your program, Yite Twolo Dikatinini, Nya Ambrose Angora, and then make QFM, Ya Yom ni politika chelkerwa, Utika chelkerwelo, Ye can, a man bero gina piritek, Menya mutam, Aqua Herikere, Dahatalwa, a bear, a me conya jokar, Kerikare, Lira Regional Referral Hospital, no jammi, a pigi tech, a man bero Nuako, and then Franco Covano. Unite ma un bear, kita men dia lo kere le mono ni ana penye kere le mono e kado te yo yoga ya kina mere. I'd like to welcome you once again to the studio. My name once again is Ambrose Angura. My name sounds like the names of your place there. I am also an Amuran of that place.
Yes.
So I'd like to put up a few, I wouldn't say questions, but some of them will be my ideas. Some of them will be looking like questions. First, I want to appreciate that the hospital has a big number to attend to every day. That's a fact that we cannot contend with, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. And would like to appreciate your service at the Regional Referral Hospital. It is not always very smooth. You have tough times, you have also smooth times. I thank you, and I'll give you your flowers for that.
Thank you.
Like you responded already, where one would say, isn't it possible for the hospital to cater for the bills? The money is small. Why not the hospital catering for the bills? But I heard in your submission, you already told us that a big number like this, only at the outpatient, 400, wouldn't be easy to manage, especially finances. And you also made mention that it would not be easy to get such finances, and I wouldn't take you back on that. My question is, are the rates uniform? Because if you hear somebody saying the other one is paying 500, the other one is paying 100, the other one is paying 300 or 1,000, are the rates uniform? Now, because why I'm asking is, are the people in charge, managing the facility, helping us to keep the places clean, aware of what you're telling us, that in case somebody has a challenge and you know they are unable to pay, let them access. Or in some cases, you might not be everywhere, and you cannot have eyes everywhere. You have mentioned unscrupulous people engaging in fraudulent activities. Maybe, don't you think that they are the ones charging people more? And don't you think there would be a need to place at least, for example, the rates, so that when you enter as a patient, you are briefed in that area. You have a person on that team to brief people that, you know, for purposes of maintaining facilities clean, this is how we do it. We are going to require you to have at least 100 shillings each time you go. Is it each time you go, or it is a one-all? You will also respond to that. When I go 10 times in a day, is that 1,000? Or if I already pay my 100 shillings, I can just access the whole day, or I can just access all the time I am there. You will also respond to that one. I also wanted to find out about the staffing capacity in that area. Are they enough to handle the big traffic coming in, the big number of people, like you mentioned, 400?
Health workers or?
Yes, the health workers, the staff managing that place. I want to put them all so that you can have more time to respond to all of them because I might not ask again. Issues of directing patients to private facilities, you have already mentioned something that you are doing about it, and then unscrupulous people charging patients extra cash. Now, for me, I would say, how much time have you put in investing in information, like giving out information from time to time, telling people this is what the facility is doing, this is what is expected of you? Are there other charges apart from like the toilets, especially in the OPD? I wouldn't like to delve so much into other departments like the emergency, because we've also had a few challenges that there are items that need to be procured by the patient. Are there extra charges that people should know? That when you come to this facility, these are the services that we are going to offer you free, completely free of charge, and these are the ones that you are expected to at least part with some money on. Is that happening? If it is not happening, what is the way forward on that? I think with all this, I beg to submit so I can hear from you on your response.
Thank you very much, Ambrose. First, I want to appreciate the kind of intelligence thinking you have invested in bringing out these questions. What do I mean here? I want to begin with the last, progressing to the first. Are there other charges apart from those on the toilets? I want to categorically mention that Lira Regional Referral Hospital is a public hospital. It's a government hospital. We get money for running the hospital from the parliament of the government of Uganda, and which money is appropriated on annual basis, that is a financial year. And that money is voted for. It covers a number of areas. Key areas, for example, number one is medicines. And that money does not come direct to the hospital. It goes to national medical what? Stores. All we do is we plan for the medicines that we require and then place our order to national medical stores, and then national medical stores delivers the medicine in what is called cycles. There are 6 cycles in a whole financial year. And that's how we get the medicine, depending on the amount of money that has been allotted to us. Previously, Lira Hospital used to receive 1.32 billion for medicines. This was very little money. On a good note, the medicines budget was increased last year to a tune of 0.04 billion. And that has also increased the amount of medicines now that we can afford to have. That is why you'd find that there would sometimes be stockouts of medicines and other supplies. Now, when there are stockouts, that is when, of course, a nurse or a doctor, when you go, say to the pharmacy, they say out of what? Stock. And now that means you can then buy it what? Elsewhere. Not like there are specific additions that no, this one you go and buy it from here or whatever. That's why I was telling you that sometimes even these unscrupulous people, this is where they enter in and say that medicine is not there, you go to what? To this facility. Now, Lira Regional Hospital, unlike other hospitals, initially did not have what we call a private wing or private wing services. But there was a cry out from the community, from those who are able to pay, from those who are not comfortable with being admitted in the main ward. You know, there are these good businessmen in town. They would want to have that privacy. So they said, no, even when we go to the clinics, later on the ambulance will be running where? To the hospital. Why don't you people set up something which can cater for us? So we opened a private wing in Lira Regional Hospital, which now has been in existence for the last 1.5 years. It is not so well developed as yet, but it is what? Existing. We have 10 beds, 5 for men, 5 for what? For female. We have a pharmacy. And the medicines in that pharmacy do not come from national medical stores. No. They come from joint medical what? Stores. And this is purely under private wing arrangement. So when you say, are there other services or otherwise that are charged? If you go to the private wing, then that is where. And in the private wing, we have a cashier. Money does not go to any staff anyhow. You get the money, you pay to the cashier, you get your receipt, and then you get what you are paying for. That is what I can say about any other charges. However, let's appreciate that people are difficult, including our own staff. They can keep some items and then, they say you have this. Instead of you going there is say 1,000. For me, you pay 500. These are silent things. And where we have gotten them sometimes, we have put people into the disciplinary what? Actions.
Yes.
I will actually tell you that another innovation that we did in Lira Regional Hospital was to institute what is called a hospital parliament. Now, the hospital parliament, we have each of the heads of departments, units and sections as members of the constituency. Say like laboratory, the head of the laboratory is the MP of the laboratory. But you'll see that there are other staff, and that is his constituency. Now, when we sit, and we sit every Wednesday, today is what? Tuesday.
Yeah, today
Tomorrow,
is Tuesday.
if you can come, because it's free, it's not a hidden thing. Okay. You can come and see what we discuss.
Wow.
So when we have heard that there has been extortion of money, say in theater, we say theater in charge, tell us what's happening. And then, that does in-house what? Cleaning, as a way to try to curb this kind of vices.
Yeah.
Where things become so hard and people become more difficult, you go into disciplinary what? Action. And we have done it. There is evidence. Extortion. There is evidence where people have extorted and management has, got them and caught. But this parliament helps people to discuss. Then they say, now tomorrow they will be discussing about us. There is an issue, So somehow it comes. But I will say that you said, have medical ethics gone away? This is where some people really show you that, they are funny. So that is my response in that area. How much time every day do we give to educate people? I will say in outpatients, even if you go right now, there is what is called health education. Now that health education includes any other issues that are happening. That's also where people are informed that we have a toilet, but because we need toilet paper and whatever, you will pay some 100 shillings in order to, and the toilets are this side. Of course, you can't say all the time you are there, you are there, you are there, honestly. But where need be, it can be. But every day, health education is done in OPD. As people are waiting to be, we have also started electronic system, digitalization. So that when you enter that OPD, the team with the computers will take you through, take your name, age, sex, where you come from. So that by the time you finish there, if you are sent it to the pharmacy, your name is already there. You don't again begin or you're just given a number. I saw that. Yes.
Wow.
So while you are waiting, they are talking to you.
So no more access books.
No, that we're actually getting paperless. True. We're only still having challenges of power, but on a good note again, Umeme has also given the hospital a dedicated power line.
Wow.
Those are all good developments. So that now, by the time you reach either the lab or the doctor is talking to you, it's no longer on paper, it's on computer. But as you are waiting for this, somebody is talking in both in the local language and also in English.
Wow.
That you can verify.
Right, Mr. Peter, thank you so much for elaborating what we were looking for. And for me personally, I'm now very happy because in each and every challenges we are trying to see, you have managed to explain the solutions. Let's go for commercial break. After the commercial break, we are going to open our phone lines so that, okay, Frank want to put something also on the table. After the commercial break, Frank, I'll come back to you.
Let's go! Who is who? Who is who? Who is who? Are we ready to win? It's the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Everyone wins. Go, go, go! School fees won! Gata won! Love always wins. Easter happiness all around. Challenging section coming up. Grand prize won.
Revisha and win big with the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Open or deposit into a KCB Gold Savings account and stand a chance to win. Revisha and feel the roar.
Real friends are always there for you. Share all the good times together. Never give up on you. Always there through and through. Yeah. We all need that one party, that friend who's happy. You can count on every day. Your party of life. Aquafina, your party of life. Oh, yeah. Your party of life. Oh, party of life.
Stay hydrated always with Aquafina Premium Drinking Water from the makers of Pepsi. Aquafina, your paddy of life.
I would like to welcome you all to this public hearing in respect of applications received from the Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited, here with us to present their case to the public today.
Step into the future with Airtel's 5G broadband router. Now, with unlimited 5G bundles for limitless connections. Whether it's 8K streaming, seamless gaming right in your home, or connections for your business, there is a bundle for you. Dial *100#, select option 7, or use the My Airtel app and pick a preferred bundle. No installation fees, exclusive to Airtel 5G devices. Call 0800 333 330. Toll free for free delivery within Kampala. TNCs apply.
Look, Piri, kire MTN Caller Tunes. Pichiling mia biro keken, wek jo agwe chim, weri jawa dushu kau goyi gini chim. Logging in my MTN app. Year Caller Tunes. Year Search Tunes. Ite search mode, year search by artist, kai yero kere nyia wer. Unyo search by tune name, kai yero kere nying wer. Ket nyia wer, unyo nying wer. Di kano choni by, upimer kede, wer yer. Year category, unyo caller, unyo special. Ibiru nung message amoni, iwilo Caller Tune. Yot ni amanono.
Can use like 3 to 4 minutes before we receive phone calls. I hope Frank also have something to add on. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Peter,
you very much,
welcome.
Regina. Among other questions that are not shared, colleague was asking, does the hospital have enough staffing capacity running outpatients department?
Yes.
Of course, certainly I would say at the level we are of staffing, that's why the outpatients is functioning. So all those areas. Remember, also we have support under the G2G USID arrangement. We have additional staff there. We have volunteers also, and we also have students like interns and then students from these other nursing schools. They all do various things. Like for example, this taking weight and whatever, students do that. Triaging, when a patient has been brought to put to the to the bed, something like that. So at least in terms of staffing, that is why the OPD is what is running. Well, of course, the number of qualified staff is not adequate, but at least with all this force, we are able to do the work. You're asking how many times does somebody have to pay in order to go to the toilet? You know, going to the toilet, it's not like you do it once and you... So every time you visit, you need a toilet paper, isn't it? So it is every time you go, then you'll pay the 100 shillings so that you get the service. Not that unless you... No, but that is it.
Yeah.
It is every time you go. Then I would say we hold health education talks in outpatients and in the wards every day, both in local language and in English, where the people, like I've said, when they are waiting to be entered on the computer and what, that is what happens. And that's when a lot of guidance is given. But of course, you know, not everybody comes at the same time. There are those who come in the morning, they are, you know, up to afternoon. So it depends. But most health education is done. And when you need, you can be guided. Rates being uniform, not uniform. Like I've said, as for us as management, the rate that we have fixed for use of the toilet is 100. But like I'm saying, some people can be unscrupulous. Like you say, you can't be there every time that you are seeing. So there can be that, but it is rare. It is rare. Because even some people also know that, no, you can't pay 1,000 for a piece of toilet paper. How? Water is free, it's not paid for.
If you move there like 4 times.
But maybe like that, like when you move 4 times, then it becomes 400. Then you say, I've been what? Charged. Because a normal person, ordinarily, it's like when you are going to a shop, you are buying sugar. If you bought now, but that's not a good example. Anyway, the issue is, per each visit, you pay the 100 shillings. I think in summary, that's what I can say. However, I want in general terms to repeat it that there are services in the hospital and they are improved services. As we talk right now, if a hospital does not have specialists, then that hospital, regional hospital, is a health center for just treating hangover and whatever. But as we stand right now, Lira Regional Hospital has more than 25 specialists. On a good note or on a bad note, is that each of the specialists, there are some medications or some drugs that are specific, that are not under national medical stores package that is brought to the hospital. So once the specialist has seen you, then he will prescribe. If they are not within, then you'll have to go and buy from out. But on a good thing, you have been handled, you have interacted with a specialist. That is a key thing. That's why you see, we less refer patients out, but we get more patients coming from the lower facilities and we serve them. Thank you.
So would it be in order to mention that if anybody charges beyond 100 shillings, they should be reported?
Absolutely. I will even say our numbers, the number for the director, my telephone number, the number for the person in charge nursing, we have hung them on the walls. I believe you saw that.
Yeah, sure.
And to be honest, some people have called. Only that, maybe for me specifically, nobody has called relating to the charge on the what. But they may call that, I am being told that there is this and this, and we intervene straight. And that's how we've been able to get some people who are unscrupulous, including our own staff. And that is it. And then we are able to support. They call, and our numbers, even here right now, before I leave, I will leave the number such that in the event that something not right happens, somebody should be able to call and we shall give a response.
Okay.
That one we pledge and put on.
Before Pen, Mini Basar here, Fountainhead Institute of Management and Technology, Kwanche Walanyim, in Basar Call, Chowdaja Waronian, courses Tiapol, Yukana Community Technique Certificate in bricklaying and concrete practice, OTAK, Uganda Community Polytechnic Certificate in Carpentry and Joinery, Uganda Community Polytechnic Certificate in Plumbing and Pipe Fitting, Uganda Community Polytechnic Certificate in Garment Design and Construction, Uganda Community Polytechnic Certificate in Electrical Installation, Uganda Community Polytechnic Certificate in Motor Vehicle Mechanics, Uganda Community Polytechnic Certificate in Agriculture. Courses ni duchu tero moki adek ini wodi kikuri mo ini cholo ka gai basari berka kidding langa cheleken mano bitama cheleken mano bikopne ojoga anam regime tingata bira biro ario adek abongwen abich angwen aboro not adek abongan ario aboro achiel aboro angwen. Well, I think enough of the toilet talks. Mr. Principal, you have answered many of what I wanted to ask. But I think finally from me, in the transit world, I went through the UCI and everything, and we actually so much in others yet to be installed. My only question for now on this show, we have had complaints of people who say that ever referred, sometimes to some specific facilities to do some tests. Can you enlighten us on this show? What are some of the tests that cannot be handled currently at the referral that somebody has to be referred to the particular test outside of the facility? Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother. I just want to say, those specific tests done in the hospital, we as a hospital, as of now, are virtually able to do all the tests, except at some time, unless a reagent is not there or otherwise. That's when somebody may be referred. But like I said, the big trouble here is the same people who operate these clinics and whatever out are the people who are in. I actually wanted somebody to tell me that I was told that you go to this lab for this test.
I don't want to mention, but the names.
Just a moment. I wanted to hear that I was told by a certain person whom I saw physically, who told me that that test is not able to be done here, but you go to this place, you will be tested. Then you get the same person. So that then you begin saying what's happening. But like I'm saying, some people do the act of referring because of the commission I talked of. Otherwise, right now, I cannot say this test specifically cannot be done or what. That is a precept of the lab team. At some time, we can interact with them and they can be able to tell us. But as we stand, remember, now we have a satellite lab that is accredited by SANAS, meaning we have the tests that are required for you to qualify as an internationally accredited lab. And we are there. And now this lab is in one unit. It is a one-stop center. You have seen. Microbiology. And when it's all chemistry, what histology, I don't know. But to that detail, maybe if we can interact with the lab team, then they can be able to tell us, which may not be done, but on average, most of the tests that are required are done in our lab.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now in radio Frank opinioni pimo mogo madak chamo kena kiwache chere kama kite ye no chaka nengo eto no ni Mr. Peter okoni peti ki test mo magetimo mapat ke unless kagin magetiu kere me pimo to ene pere eto pima duju no tiatime idagata la duong eno. Obichere yueo, we shall go for commercial break in a yueo la in radio obino meino and summarizing and onoko dong. Peter, you will summarize after receiving some few phone calls because there might be some question from our listeners that you might need to go back and respond. Although I have one concern on my table, it is now outside hygiene. This is about the AIDS cut. The aid cuts to Uganda has sparked widespread fears, particularly in the health sector, due to the potential consequences of just reducing funds, actually funding more, especially it is affecting the HIV, about the ARVs. I don't know how you people are handling it in Lira Referral Hospital. Do you also have that fear? You answer before I go for commercial break.
Thank you very much. Madam Regina, certainly this has been an international event. I want to call it an event because it is supposed to last for the 90 days. well, there was a real cut, you'd call it a halt, actually, of the activities relating to HIV that were directly being supported by USAID under what is called government-to-government funding. But I want to say, the halting has not been put to say, don't continue treating HIV and distributing or giving out HIV drugs. The HIV clinic is running and we have the medications. Because of the halt that affected the staff, this service is now integrated with the normal outpatients. But on a good note, I just want to tell you that even the staff, by the time of the cut, we had already paid them their salary for January. So we are now looking at February and March with the timing of the 90 days. We held a meeting with them to agree in principle and put it that those who feel they may no longer continue because they are not sure, you are free to what? To go away. But those, as we are waiting for whatever the outcome will be, can stay and volunteer. On a good note, almost 95% remain. And the clinic is running like there was no cut. And services are moving. People are getting their medicines. But in general, what now we have done and what we're doing is integration of the earlier on looking like separate services to be together at outpatient, such that if a person infected of HIV has other opportunistic infections, it goes through the normal what? System. And then you get the service. It is not that we have stopped serving. It's not that people no more get them. Actually, come get your medicines. It is now some other services like community services and what that we may not what continue, including things like safe male circumcision. That was something that was done. So we allow in, chief, if you have not yet cut, walk in and then you are cut. You know, if because the other time we used to, but all in all, we have not stopped the running of the HIV services. Those services are integrated into the normal system and people are getting them. And actually, radio help us. Let people not be deceived that now because of the cut, you cannot go to Lira and you cannot get your what? Medicines. And then the disease now begins coming back, resistance, and let people come. The services are there.
Okay, for you matek la windio wabinu chero iyoyo la pen magiki matemo penyune no tiene malupe kede malupe ke lok me kony ma ake wako ne tiene dakata la duong me lera tia team operating normally ya kingo gine ento Mr. Peter Oachi petikin mo magigeo romo no meno yati romo pime jame duchu ma lupe ke lokom HIV/AIDS tia ward mabe wako chiro yue kawa yue obigam phone calls maroma beach strictly 5 phone calls Ibet mano chero straight to the points kala penche ini penya ka concern motie che raising eto obiro teach ke seconds mana na kawa receiving ara chel in a commercial break.
You know those friends who never flake on you? They hold you tight and allow you to shine?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
honey, you've never had a friend like Movit Styling Gel. Keep your hair laid and slayed all day, darling.
Wow! Movit Styling Gel for manageable, flake-free, strong-hold, shiny hair days. Available in all supermarkets, cosmetic shops, and salons near you. Movit, all-day confidence.
Ni obigamo chim pa jo abich kiken eto okwe ni timi wabe ichet straight to your question onye kala pentie tukipenyo direct wagamo yoyor chawa petia be kwena tia bino nge Lokman. Hello.
Hello Regina.
Yes.
O karore muno ntero bete mati ye gano. Penya kinane. Wiyo Mr. Deke o kobokaran Parni your private pharmacy and the gate kiri kajagi and then your services what you can you jamo can and the Jakarta. Now Castiania Bandono okay. That's the job. The patient then would look like you collect your Jimo Jamokena Abeti. So it's like no I don't look at me the what job. Eka chita you know round is pharmacy. Gini kwa hotunga nga jiwa.
Okay. Poye tutal.
Mena margiki mene. Ya kobulia mane. Masin pra wikelo uri ye karno. Mea kera ya ukelo community zan konyo tedero.
Ngone? Kepenye dot.
Masin na kiri mwe komjo. Ame jo doktoro laka getu tumia tira big eta monidaro. That would be like a scanning job.
Specific. Machine me pinyo to mani matila hade.
Make okay, make I'm not scanning job currently. One open you here.
Okay, foya, peg water board.
Eriko bo CT scan.
I think Germany CT scan.
Yeah, Frank, we Peter nge kagam chimo kene. No, we summarize. Okay. The second caller. Hello. Hello.
Man Muslima nangwa. Ina madia kompomo. Ina be gatal. Yo me ko pasu tene. Ina be ko marpi. O ma rat kwa kanya lu ki ye kan doctor lu kan na ke wi. Ina Papi, te si go duo. A me kinde ka okera duo. Ke rongu na kinda petie. Do je tamli. Gamine ne dike. Mene ne gog ne dike ri pego. Do dike ri kinda duo na arja ne dike. Ai papi go.
Okay. Poi matek hogam chim lawin radio. Hello.
Rajina. Ana bene ngore Tony meta ogale na mokwania.
Yes, Tony.
Ako kopata pia kela kani momba. Lembe pateri kere unja me social media kwanya ditweru kere da tala duonga mapelo ni dera regional referral system ha. Eka nena tuwa kela meti yiwa one thing nera me yenti yetu ya no to yugi kere eka utangi yende no woto wile kwero kwanya da tala kana ya wile ya evento bikano ya yo wile ADC gwa jengu cherugino wile kwero aka utako wani yendo supply yi da tala kana eka Mario, need of facilities that are most likely laundry. No one can make in an. If I think there are 4.1, I think come to get the staff made that.
Okay.
Now, you better piano become German government that you are. Welcome to what you are. Policy.
Frank, you noticed that?
You pick and then.
Tony, Tony, please, pengweja wamiru ni kom kaver moni mete mokobone wamiru ke man me aneno foya okay okay wewe ndar me dek lawi video kai go e chim ana tia kero chika mo kan pe luonga nying la tela wibi mo don't mention the name of any political leader. This is not politic, this is community concern, this is just sensitization and work jonge tere luo nying la chumo akwanyo ke line. Hello. Hello. Manga. Afoy matek nyinga.
Sarah
Sarah.
I hope I'm loud and clear.
Yes. Oh, honorable.
Yeah, honorable Sarah.
Let me be controlling kiri loko kede. When restriction di kanya tek. Kowi tam tiningo.
Now, I want to thank Peter for giving all those clearances.
Yes.
But also may have issues. It seems there are charges everywhere. Apart from toilets, there are charges everywhere. Actually, my cousin brought a woman to deliver from the referral. Before she was transferred to the other hot tent, she was asked to pay 15,000 from the delivery room, the new building there. And that charges for what? And then two, who are those who are contracted to handle money for the hospital as Mr. Charles has paid also? Because there are a lot of complaints on those charges and, the irregularities in the hospital. As if the hospital, there is nothing for free now. You have to buy medicine, you have to pay for the facility, you have to pay for the toilet, you have to pay for parking. Now, what is it? Does the government also send some grants to maintain the facility, or the facility is just there without grants from them? Thank you.
You're welcome. Last caller online, Dharma Giki. Hello.
Hello.
Poicho Nyinga.
Amanda.
Nyinga. Nyinga. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm Oliver.
Molly Oliver, lock chiningo.
I'm gonna get up. Bye, the hat all Kai warrior. Ida hat kunoka in Pequai Jenna. To me a parabi. Make a pack a Jacobia. The ticket are a major on the committee. I need a warra. Happy Mona Miratia one Yapima. We're many will capa that the Hawala, you're listening to Tony.
For your concern, for your
matter. Mano and no, Mercojon and from
Aya bas for you. Be. Okay, video. Oh, I win you. You worry for you about me and you. Now, Chawawa Petia Bay, we are only going to use 7 minutes to summarize everything because we have gone beyond time and the announcement is waiting. Maybe Frank, you summarize.
Spoke in English. I think Mr. Peter has straight. Then Ojie Charles is concerned about the charges. I think for ICT scan, he says people are being charged 250,000 shillings. And then one person said the hospital should put people at the center of their services, make people centered. And then it's Molly Oliver, and one other person is complaining about this polythene cover that a woman has to put, or a mother has to put on the bed when
sometimes I don't. With this whole city, I can't find where to repair my phone.
My sister, look no further. Kalka is the official after-sale center for Tecno, Itel, and Infinix phone, offering professional phone repair service with original manufacturer's spare parts. They offer 12 to 13 months of free service.
But sometimes I try.
To apply.
I first want to appreciate all those who are called, because that means really people are keen and listening to me. I thank you very much, because information definitely is power. I'm not going to make any defense on issues that have been raised, but on some specific ones, I really give a response that, like for example, charge on the CT scan. A normal CT scan has two. There is a contrasted and non-contrasted.
Contact us on
Contrasted is the one that is able to pick all the details
Yes,
in
we care.
a case that is being handled. Say if you are scanning the head or you are scanning the chest, and the charges that are put on there are abuse charges right from the ministry. They are authorized by the hospital board. It's not even management alone that brings. And I will tell you, fellow community members, some of these services in the hospital, you cannot afford them free of charge. The ministry will tell you about it, and any other person will tell you, because of the reagents that are used. For each of the tests, you find maybe you take, say, a contrasted CT scan, you may consume about 2 bottles. Each bottle costs you around 80,000. And certainly, if you must sustain such a service, you can't run it. Otherwise, all will close. And that's one thing we should appreciate. The key thing we should appreciate also is that government has managed to bring a CT scan nearer, that it is now in Lira, that when you have to go to Kampala, when you have to travel to Kampala, you forget the transport, maybe the person supporting the patient, how you seek for your accommodation there, your upkeep, at least you are able. It's like dialysis is now done where? In this hospital. To initiate somebody on dialysis costs about 700,000. But when you're just going for your session, it's 80,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Now, polythene, let me tell you, pregnancy is not a sickness. And by the time you pregnate somebody's daughter, you must prepare. Why do you have to wait until it is the time you need a polythene? That's why there is a mama baby kit. When they are not there, you cannot get it. And you get them when you go to attend for antenatals. No, honestly, community people, we the men, where are we? You have pregnated somebody's daughter, your wife. And then you are trying to move that the hospital should be the one to provide even a polythene. You can't work with it. No, honestly, let's wake up. Let's own these things. No, honestly. Then what do you expect for the health worker who now is there waiting? There is the other mother waiting. And you don't have even just a polythene paper. I think here I really put it and strongly say that men attend antenatals with your women so that you are informed of what is needed. And men prepare to receive the wanted thing, that is your baby, in whatever way. Some people even go with the shoes. Then you are not even going with the toilet. I mean, not a toilet, but a polythene.
Just use 1 minute.
Yes. Now, in summary, fellow community members of Lango region and outside that benefit from Lira Regional Hospital, I want to say our hospital has been supported to grow. Like I've said, as we talk now, some hospitals do not even have more than 4 specialists, but we have over 25. Let's take advantage. 2, the hospital has equipment and at least is stocked with some medicines. I don't refuse that some stockouts may occur. Let us utilize this facility. Let it not become a white elephant. And let's appreciate government for having invested this infrastructure, this staffing and money in bringing services nearer to the people. Let's appreciate it and utilize. Those who have the unscrupulous hearts, people who want to see that people are suffering, I think this is really where you see, if you know criminality, these are the people who want to divert people and say the hospital's image is bad, that there are no facilities, machines are not. And to my fellow health workers, I also want to add my voice to this. Let us not be the ones destroying our own facility. After all, why are you a health worker? And I put that, and we shall take any stand actions where you are involved directly in sabotaging people accessing services. And I put that with a sound voice and say we all must be together. And to the community I say, this is all our thing. We are all partners in this crime. Let us combine and remove these vices, but ensure that we pick the services and be a healthy population.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Principal, thank you so much for your time. We are thrilled about your presence in the studio this morning. I believe our listeners have picked and they have been guided. Have a nice time. And greet other staff from...
Maybe I mentioned the numbers.
Okay.
For any other information, when there is need, when you feel there is concern you want to bring out, I am giving you the 3 telephone contacts for our top managers in the hospital. We have the hospital director, Dr. Odur Andrew, and he can be accessed on 0772 714386. I repeat, the number for the hospital director is 0772 714386. The number for the head of nursing, Sister Judith Nanyonjo, is 0772 976051. I repeat, the number for the head of the nursing is 0772 976051. And my number, the head of finance administration and support services, Peter Okello, is 0772 499984. I repeat, my number is 0772 499984. You can support me, translate it in Luo. Thank you.
Apoyo chawa pedi mabet twal hawabino no ene chamo Canada. Chawa tumoro. Frank, itiki kwena ichirjo.
I want to, of course, salute Peter, the Health Ministry, and the Health Minister, Dr. Jenna Chen, for what you guys are doing at the Referral Hospital. It's worth appreciating. Team namo karo abe ritual interoke Wisdom High School, you know,
Okay, we're gonna checking time.
Chen lipiende hario ba abira para biro si nyaman hario ke jane chawa ka ya ke kare.
Ambrose
Bere tutwal checking chawa.
bro. What's up?
I'm cool. How are you doing, man?
We unstoppable. We unbeatable. Everywhere we go, we talk to the come on. We unbeatable. Yeah. Everywhere we go.
To lead is to care. Show some kindness. It makes a difference. Yeah. We serve and we share.